I didn't believe her. I was like, oh, you're just exaggerating. Like, you're just not putting yourself out there. Like, it's fine. And then I graduated. Oh my God, you're not wrong. Like, it is so hard to meet people.
Interesting.
Ex-Unicorn explains why dating is harder after college. Clicking explained. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. This is part 2 of our quote-unquote unicorn, now ex-unicorn, video. In the first video, she was talking about dating in college, and now she's graduated from college and has experienced dating outside of college for a year now. Let's take a look at the definition of the word click or clicking so you know what we're highlighting in this video. To like and understand someone, especially the first time you meet. He didn't really click with his new boss. Liz and I really clicked the first time we met. I met her in school and we just clicked. Now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
That's literally the game. Let's go.
Dating in LA is so hard.
Let's stop it right there. When she talks about quote unquote dating is hard, she's not talking about not getting dates, okay? I'll get back to this later. Stay focused.
So when I was a senior, I had a friend who was older than me who had already graduated, and she was telling me, like, enjoy this time. Once you graduate, it's gonna be so much harder to...
AKA, listen, listen, I'm about to dissect womanese for you guys. When she said enjoy this time, what she means is enjoy as many D's as possible. Be as promiscuous as possible. Because after you get out of college, that's when you want to find a real man. So have fun now. So when a woman said, oh, well, I know, in college, I just had a bunch of fun. Pretty much what she's saying is she was super promiscuous. She was doing all kinds of succubus, spirit activities, okay?
Meet people and to date and to just hook up, enjoy it. Like, you have all these people around you, and when you graduate, everyone's gonna spread out and you're not gonna be by people you know. Like, you're really gonna have to meet strangers in order to have some type of connection or just to feel something, you know?
Women talk to each other. Unfortunately, women give each other a lot of shitty advice, and I'll also get back to that later. However, in this case, her friend is speaking the truth. You're not gonna meet people the way you did when you were in school. And to take it a step further, she's 23 years old in this video. Her best chance to meet someone was in college. Let's read. Yep. Young people aged 18 to 24 first spot their crushes at university, 18%. School, 18%. Or with mutual friends, 15%. The daily routine seeing...
And you know what, guys? She's in a bad dating market. She's in LA. Listen. Nobody's trying to get serious. Bro, you're not gonna find no good, bro. You're not gonna find them in LA, bro. It's a bunch of succubus spirit. But it down there to get a bag, to clout chase, to try to see if they can get with a famous athlete, actor, you know what I'm saying, social media influencer. They're down there to get clout. They're down there to get famous. They're down there probably to do OnlyFans. Speaking of OnlyFans, I heard they're taking off of all that succubus content off of their platform. Good luck. Subway's hiring though, okay? But look, this is facts though, fellas. You see, women should be fine. Listen, this 18 to 24 range right here, guys, this is where women should be wanting to settle down. You know, they should not be wanting to settle down and get married at the age of 30. Because at 30, they already hit the wall. At between the ages of 18 and 24, when their body's in the best shape, when they're submissive, and that's the peak right there. That's when their femininity is there. Everything that you want in a woman is there in between the ages of 18 and 24. After that, it starts to decline. But that's the thing. They don't know how their body works. So they feel like, oh, I got as much time in the world. No, your biological clock is way faster than a man's. Okay?
Each other on a regular basis, the element of spontaneity makes it easier to make deeper connections. And as this video progresses, you will understand why she's still single and why you should invest in cat stocks.
I didn't believe her. I was like, oh, you're just exaggerating. Like, you're just not putting yourself out there. Like, it's fine. And then I graduated. Oh my God, you're not wrong. Like, it is so hard to meet people.
I didn't believe her. This says a lot about the mentality of modern women. They take the attention that they get for granted. And of course, we can't blame everything on them because the society that we're living in plays a huge role in this. And now it gets really interesting.
Because I would go out to bars with my friends. It's just like the guys out there are just they're not it.
The guys at the bar are just not it. Ask a woman what it means. Do you mean this it from the 90s, or do you mean this it from 2017? You have to understand that you're going to the same bar as these guys. Does that mean you're not it too? Let's read, fellas. Young people are less likely to quote unquote bump into the love of their lives. Countless love stories in films and TV shows start with an unexpected encounter in a bookshop or at a bar. It does happen in real life too. 1 in 5 people aged 50 to 64 met their partner by chance while out and about. For younger generations, such encounters are increasingly rare. Only 1 in 20 people aged 20 to 29 met their partner at a bar or elsewhere by chance. So if no one is asking for your number on a night out, it's not you. It's just your generation. No, it is you. In conjunction with modern day society, of course. You've heard what she said. These guys ain't it. Most women are not interested in most guys, and men will figure out that they won't have much success approaching women at a bar or club. Now, women are not interested in approaching men themselves, and that's where the double standards come in. More about that later.
It's easier said than done to go out and meet someone at a bar. It just is. Maybe I'm not like as forward as other people. The only way I was dating was through mutual friends. It's totally fine to go on dates with people and realize, oh, like we're not a good match, but like I had a great time with you. Every person you go on a date with doesn't have to lead to a relationship, or you don't owe that person to like go home.
No, you don't. But at the same time, you have to realize this. You are on a biological clock. Yours is faster than a man. So if you keep on rejecting every single man that you go out with, the chances of you landing a good man, the percents go down every time you say no. We're not saying that you cannot say no. You have free choice, you have free will, but you have to realize this. If you keep those high standards that you have, instead of realizing, okay, every man I meet is not going to have everything that checks off on my list. That I'm going to have to work with him. I'm going to have to compromise. I'm going to have to try to support him and realize, okay, people aren't perfect, especially men. You aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. But if you keep on continue to have these high standards, you're going to end up being alone. You're going to end up settling for a man. You're going to end up being with a beta male. You're going to end up being with a simp that you do not love nor respect. And that's going to create a problem and eventually lead to divorce.
With them type of thing. And so that's what I was experiencing. I was going on dates but not really clicking with anyone.
Did you hear that? She's dating, but she's not clicking with her dates. So getting a date in LA is not a problem. The issue seems to be about clicking with the man. In part 1, she explains that she only liked one guy in college. Only one. And this is a comment from LatQCD92. And at first he quotes her, "There was only one person in college where I was like, wow, I might actually date you." End quote. And then he says, "I got $100 that says he one of the most attractive men at her school."
Facts.
I replied, "I won't bet against you, brother." And
so Wolf Song said, plus it's hard for them to chase guys because their standards are alien to men. Exactly. Plus they have no game compared to most gents doing most of the chasing. Then they have the gal on the dude for trying and failing. Exactly. They got the nerve to judge the guy that actually tried to approach her and actually tried to make something happen. But then at the same time, they will never approach a guy and say, "Oh, I want to be with you. Oh, let's go. Oh, I want to take you on a date, or I want you to come by and I want to cook for you." Like, they'll never have the balls to do that. Imagine that woman giving birth at 40, that child would have definite neurological problems. Their time is running out. Exactly. Because the older they get, the more complications they can have during the pregnancy. That we don't say like we're not saying that. We're not telling women to get married and or to have kids at a young age just to say that. We're saying that for that's in their best interest to do that. Because if they don't do that, there will be problems in the future.
You know what? The guy was not feeling her like that. Modern women's expectations are unrealistic. You would think to yourself that this only happens with cute women. Check this out.
So I matched with a guy who was very attractive, and my
Pillsbury Dogan.
The guy I am attracted to is like tall, sort of muscly. He can be like fat, but like big. You know, I like.
You see, big, but you're big. You're the biggest. Matter of fact, you're the biggest loser. You should be a contestant on The Biggest Loser, but you want a guy that's muscular, tall, and fit, but you're not in fit. What? What sense does that make? But you see, this is the effect that feminism has on women. They think every woman now thinks that they deserve the whole earth, the whole moon, everything in the solar system because she's a woman. So she feels entitled to that. Like, guys, you cannot make this up. You literally cannot make this up. It's in 4K. It's on camera. They're telling you how they feel. They're telling you how they roll. They're telling you their agendas and what they like. Believe it. Take it for what it is. Don't complain about it. Adapt.
Big and muscles, and has a good smile and sparkly eyes, and like knows how to laugh and stuff. So that's with like the guy I matched with, right? Didn't have a fish as his first photo. That was a bonus. And it turns out that his friends had stolen his Tinder account. I don't know how they did that.
Fat woman who won't be attractive to most men is
Facts.
looking for a man that most women want. The foolishness. Once again, it's not hard for her to get dates. Check this out.
I did live in LA for 2 years, and I just want to share my dating experience in LA because it was interesting, you know, and I don't think my dating life really popped off until I lived in LA, so it's been kind of like the highlight of my dating life. I don't know, this is kind of weird, but whatever.
Sounding like dating for me has just been a horrid experience, but I've actually been talking to somebody in New York for quite some time now, and that's a whole other story that I'll touch on later, but it's good, it's cute, I like it.
Long distance relationships do not work out. If you are planning on getting into a long distance relationship, any woman, letting you know right now, it does not work. I've tried it. Listen, I simped for you so you don't have to. Okay, I have done the simping. I've done pretty much it all. I have gave a woman Valentine's gifts that wasn't even my girl. Actually 2 times on two different occasions. I didn't learn. I have simped for women. You know what I'm saying? I have been that guy best friend. I have been that guy that will pick up the phone no matter what. I have been that guy. I have simped for you. So you don't have to do that. No, I'm no longer a simp, but I've done it. So don't be a simp. It does not work out. I'm telling you, it does not work. Be masculine. Be an RP man. Be on your purpose. Love yourself first. You know what? Simp for yourself. How about this? Y'all want to simp so bad? How about you go simp for your homie? How about you go support your homie? How about you go support your brothers? Simp for them. Simp for yourself. That's what I suggest. Simp for you. Simple.
Be talking about my experiences dating in LA. They have been myriad, they have been wonderful, they have been deeply upsetting, they have been dangerous, they have been joyful, just truly the stuff of films and movies, you know, some ones that you want to see, some ones you're like, I really wish I hadn't agreed to see this movie. The spectrum, the full spectrum. I have had a genuinely great time dating in LA.
And then quarantine hit, and I couldn't go out and meet any other people, and everything closed down, and went back on the dating apps and just not finding anyone there. So I don't know. I'm complaining a lot.
You're not gonna
just
find anybody
because
on dating
it
apps.
truly is hard to date in the city.
You have to understand, these women are dating. When it's your turn to take them on a date, they've already been there before.
Facts.
What you're doing is nothing special. It's just another day for them. And that's why it's quote unquote hard for them, because it's nothing special.
I guess the biggest problem I have with dating in LA is that I find it really hard to find someone who is genuine, who isn't clout chasing or just pretending to be someone they're not. Like, I haven't met anyone that I really click with. And so I guess that's what I'm just kind of waiting for.
This falls into the same category as quote unquote it. She needs to provide more intel to be able to make a fair assessment as to what she means here. The moment you start asking women to specify what they're talking about, you're gonna get some interesting answers, because complaining about men without giving specifics is not gonna work here. And to take it a step further, it's a red flag. She says she's waiting for the man that clicks with her. This is why I don't have female friends. In order for me to converse with them, I have to be honest, because I just can't pretend that I don't hear this foolishness. You so-called strong, independent women can't get a degree, a job, a car, a house, but when it comes to getting a man, all of a sudden you're all handicapped. I'm waiting for a man. Get the fuck out of here! Look what happens when a woman actually clicks with a man.
Last night was at a restaurant. Had a great conversation with this Caucasian gentleman. I mean, we were vibing, we were clicking, we were vibing, we were clicking. I'm thinking, he's gonna ask for my number. White men never ask for my number. And he was like, all right, well, great conversation, you know, maybe I'll see you around. And I was thinking, what happened? Ask for his. Ask for his. Ask for his. No.
Why would she do that? Why would she ask for a man's number? She can't do that. That's illegal. A woman can't ask you for your number. A woman can't make the first move. A woman can't approach, man. They can't do that. That's against the law. Why would she, guys? Why would she? I don't know if you guys seen that community post, that meme of how women approach men and how they shoot their shot. All it was, pretty much, was a woman looking at a man for about 10 seconds. And the guy just looking back at her like this. That's them shooting their shot. That is the equivalent of the modern day woman shooting their shot in 2021. They will look at you and expect you to think that, oh man, she wants me to open my mouth and approach her and ask for her number. I don't get it. Can anybody in the chat please explain to me, or in the comment section below, why women will not approach a man? And what is so wrong with a woman asking a man for his number if she is interested in having a conversation or going on a date or having something real with that person? What is so wrong with that?
No.
And this is why a man is never, I repeat, never intimidated by a woman. I'll let our ex-unicorn finish, and then I'll tell you why.
But I'm also in my 20s, you know? Like, I'm 23. I don't really care that I've never had a relationship. I know that when I meet someone, like, I'll be ready. I'll be super confident in myself and know that I have a lot to offer in the relationship.
You've got a lot to offer. Like what? Not your virginity. That's gone. Your degree? Your job? You didn't get these things to take care of a man. However, you will use it to boost your value as a woman to a man. You seem to have a passive attitude when it comes.
My brother Uncut Date Truce in the chat. What's good, my boy? I was the street, man. I popped up in there for a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? To support my boy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. Go subscribe to my brother Uncut Date Truce channel. You know what I'm saying? He do IRL interviews and stuff like that. He really be in the streets talking to these women, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy.
Comes to getting the man that you want. Is that how you're gonna conduct yourself when you're in a relationship with a man? This guy that you're quote unquote waiting for is in the top 10% and gets attention from women like you all the time. Why should he pick you?
Facts.
I'm just asking, because once again, you're not specific about the things that you're talking about. Fellas, the moment you start asking women these questions, you will find out that there's nothing intimidating about them. Most of them don't even know what they want, don't know what they're asking for. They seem to know everything about men but can't seem to keep one. And when they know what they want, their insecurity prevents them from actually pursuing what they want because of fear of rejection.
Ask for his. No.
So now they expect you to approach, make the first move, take care of everything just to reject you anyways. One more part is coming. Thank you, Vanessa, for sharing your story so we can learn from it. Manosphere, we working. This video has officially been highlighted.
Listen, shout out to Manosphere Highlights Daily, MHG. I'm saying link to this channel will be in the description box below. Go check them out. Doing great things. They're waking up men, waking up women. You love to see it. Listen, please, woman, I advise y'all, listen, if you like a man, if you want to get his number, start asking. See, y'all are the only ones that can change it because we can't do anything. So as being part of the sisterhood and stuff like that, how about you tell your other sisters, listen sisters, it's okay to approach a man. It's okay to ask for his number. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be rejected because not everybody's going to say yes. You know? How about you say this as well? How about you say it's equality? You know, we want to be like men. We got to start doing what men want to do. I mean, we got to start doing what men do. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with rejection. There's nothing wrong with approaching a man and ask for it. So please, y'all want to listen. Let's just change that. Tell your sisters, tell all your sisters what I said, okay? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. YouTube is doing everything in their power not to show their videos, show my videos. So make sure you got post notifications on. Resubscribe if you got to. Do whatever you got to do. Send this video to your mom, your grandma, your simp and stuff like your friend that's a big simp. You know what I'm saying? Got OnlyFans, but whatever. Listen, appreciate you guys. All right, it's been your boy Just Chris. I'm out. Peace.